to win. So, for the first time in a long time, Fee Collier actually kind of cooked Angel Reese.
Just one preseason game in, and the Minnesota Lynx handed her a loss so icy it practically came with frostbite. Her shots missed the mark. The defense closed in like a storm. As somewhere in the chaos, her confidence seemed to quietly pack its bags.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
At least, that's the vibe in the Angel Reese is the future fan club. 2 preseason games in, and instead of a breakout debut, Reese's start has felt more like an awkward high school tryout than the launch of a WNBA rookie campaign. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here putting on a clinic, breaking ankles, draining logo threes like it's routine, while Reese is just trying to find the rim without drawing a foul or getting out-muscled by Camila Cardoso.
This is a before a game or after a game or during practice for real. You rarely ever hear from Angel Reese. And my question is why? Why don't you like to talk basketball, Angel? Is it because you missed so many layups?
Let's be real, Angel. Reese's preseason debut was underwhelming. She scored just 10 points on 2 for 8 shooting in 25 minutes. That's 1 bucket every 12.5 minutes. If that pace holds, expectations need a serious reset. 3 rebounds? Not ideal for someone branded as a paint enforcer, especially when a newcomer outworks you on the glass. Awkward.
We got to talk about Angel Reese missing out on these press conferences all the time. What is this really about? Here's a girl, right, who loves to be in everybody's face, loves to be on front center, right? Always on TikTok, always on Instagram, always on YouTube with her podcast, but never during press conferences before a game or after a game or during practice for real. You rarely ever hear from Angel Reese. And my question is why? Why don't you like to talk basketball, Angel? Is it because you missed so many layups? You're so bad at basketball for real?
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's preseason debut was a whole different story. She came out firing like it was the finals, dropping dimes, hitting threes, and owning the court like it had her name on the lease. The Fever put up 108 points in a blowout that ended faster than Angel Reese could rack up a 4th foul. While Clark ran the offense like a seasoned pro, Reese looked more like an off-ball decoy, and maybe the team's most energetic cheerleader.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for elevating the WNBA dump. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for taking the dump and turning it into an unmonetizable turd. Now, to her credit, it is a nicely polished turd. It almost looks appealing. Almost. Of course, it's still not appealing enough to generate profit, but I guess the WNBA is taking baby steps. I mean, what's one more year of multi-million-dollar losses? I thought Angel Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month. How Angel Reese and Asia Wilson are leading the WNBA's growth.
But here's the twist. Camila Cardoso. Yep, the other rookie on the sky. The one not getting Reebok deals or popping up on podcasts every other day. Cardoso's quietly stepping into that power forward role like she's been doing it for years. Minus 13 points, 9 rebounds, and a whole lot of, excuse me, Angel, that's my board energy. She's taking over the rebounds that used to be Reese's domain. But now it's Cardoso doing all the heavy lifting while Reese is left with the tap.
Angel Reese is smooth 6'3". And jump like that, grab him, rim, and dunk him. Let's be honest, that's bounce for a girl. That's bounce. Now, some of y'all are probably wondering why I said she could dunk. I mean, obviously, Shorty can't dunk now. We see the game, she barely get off the ground. She getting like an inch off the ground. Anyway, the reason for that is she had a big injury in her leg a long time ago. Now she has a metal rod in her leg.
Caitlin Clark is stepping into the season like a pro, lighting up the scoreboard and leaving defenders in the dust. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still figuring out how to shoot 25% without the crowd groaning. The league even scheduled the Sky's opener against Caitlin's Fever. It's supposed to be a big rivalry, but right now, it's Caitlin running the show while Reese misses shots and watches Cardoso snag rebounds she thought were hers.
And you wonder why you have the least amount of fans showing up in attendance at your games. That all has something to do with it. You're not relatable. You're not likable. People only hear from you when you showing half off, your body, or you're showing off what you're wearing, right? Trying to make a fashion statement. You're showing off your new weave. It's so unbelievable. You're showing off your new lashes, right? But you don't talk basketball now.
It's not just bad. It's starting to feel personal. Reese must be feeling the pressure. She hyped herself as the next big thing, only to watch Cardoso dominate the paint. Those easy layups Reese used to own are now Cardoso's, and the WNBA doesn't hand out participation trophies. Cardoso's hustle shows. You might have the followers, but I've got the skills. Reese is stuck in the middle, too inconsistent to score, not strong enough on the boards, and too visible to fade into the background. It's only preseason, but her stat line's starting to look more like a footnote than a rookie highlight.
According to Forbes, Angel Reese is arguably the biggest star in the WNBA because she has more social media followers than everyone else. But like I say all the time, popularity on social media, that does not equate to the...
We haven't even seen Caitlin torch the sky with fadeaways, while Reese gets benched for 2 quick fouls. Saturday's game is a reality check. Caitlin's ready to shine, while Reese walks in with a chip on her shoulder. This rivalry, built on college hype, is now about spacing, pick and rolls, and making shots. Caitlin's transition has been smooth, while Angel's feels like tripping over the bench. Reese is learning fast. Dominating freshmen isn't the same as facing pros. Cardoso is outplaying her, and every minute of that is one less in the rotation. In the WNBA, that changes everything fast.
Folks, the Chicago Sky Game 1 of the preseason was underway last night. Angel Reese looked pretty good, but we're going to get into that momentarily. On the negative side, Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar.
You have to wonder what the team is thinking. The marketing team is still pushing glam shots of Reese, but the coaches are probably rethinking the starting lineup. Reese needs a miracle on Saturday to remind everyone why she was a college star. But if her preseason shows anything, Caitlin Clark might not just outplay her, she might humiliate her. The difference? Consistency. Caitlin brings it every night, while Angel brings drama and missed layups. The preseason's over. The spotlight's on. And Angel better step up, or Caitlin's turning this into a one-woman show.
Season, can we know how you felt about your play out there? You're 2 for 8. Can we know how you feel about your new role, supposedly being a point forward? Ain't no damn point forward. She not a point forward is a person that actually create shots for others, easy buckets for others. That's what a point guard. Caitlin Clark don't just pass the ball down to Leah Boston and she turn around and make a layup and get an assist. She don't just get those kind of assists where she really didn't have nothing to do with getting Camila Cardoso or one of her players an easy basket. She not getting nobody no easy baskets. It's all off the execution of the play. Whether somebody cut back door and she make a good pass. She can make good passes, but a point forward is somebody who actually orchestrates the offense.
If you thought Angel Reese's situation couldn't get worse, just wait for Saturday's tip-off. This isn't just a game. It's an audition for real on-court legitimacy. Right now, Reese is walking in unprepared, while Caitlin Clark already owns the spotlight. Her basketball IQ is off the charts, her pass is pinpoint, and her shot selection chaos that somehow works, even in the preseason. She's making defenders look silly, all while smiling like she knows she's schooling your favorite player. Meanwhile, Reese's defense looks more like, where am I supposed to be?
So I think it's time to finally, end the argument. End the argument that there is any sort of other needle mover that is even remotely close to Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. And again, the reason why we have got we've got Hailey Van Lith up is because it was Hailey Van Lith's return as well as Angel Reese's return. Angel was not the only person. They had 2 players returning. However, right now in Carver, there are No tickets left for under like $200.